Autumn Jones, and I'm an occupational therapy student at MUSC. Today, we're going to be sharing with you about the role of occupational therapy in a pediatric setting. During this presentation, we would like to share with you what occupational therapy is, reasons you might refer a child to occupational therapy, what we'll address with them during our sessions, and then just general areas of practice that you might come in contact with pediatric OTs.
Occupational therapy helps people of all ages do the things they want and need to do through the therapeutic use of daily activities. Occupational therapy practitioners enable people to live life to its fullest by helping them promote health and prevent or live better with injury, illness, or disability. Occupational therapy practitioners treat their clients holistically, in which they focus on adapting the environment to fit the client, and the client is a part of the therapy team. Some reasons you may refer children to occupational therapy include developmental needs such as developmental delay, in which occupational interventions would address developmental milestones, educational needs such as support for academic achievement and social skills, or handwriting and classroom modification needs. Another reason to refer children is injury-related needs, in which OTs would provide strategies to participate in everyday activities. And finally, emotional or behavioral needs, in which OTs can address sensory processing needs.
We wanted to identify several places where children can receive occupational therapy services. First, children can receive OT in the NICU or the PICU. They can also receive OT in inpatient pediatric clinics or outpatient pediatric clinics where they would receive services for maybe an hour. Children can also receive OT in the school system where they're seen throughout the day in their school. OTs can also practice in home health and travel to the patient's home and work with the caregivers and the patient there in the home environment. Occupational therapy practitioners work with children, their families, caregivers, and teachers to promote participation and engagement in activities that are meaningful to them. For children, these activities will enable them to learn and develop life skills, be creative, and thrive. Interventions for children are based on a thorough understanding of the relationship between typical development, the environments in which children engage, and the impact of disability, illness, and impairment on the child's everyday life.
OTs are often seen using swings in their therapy sessions. Swings can work a lot on dynamic sitting balance for the child, and it also provides vestibular sensory input if the child requires that type of sensory feedback.
Occupational therapists can have children put their hands in bins of rice to find items, or put their hands in shaving cream to draw letters or shapes. Doing tasks like this would decrease sensory sensitivity in the child's hand and let them be able to interact with various textures in their environment.
Play is the occupation of children, so OTs can often address ball skills. This is a great therapy treatment because it addresses visual processing, gross motor movements, standing balance, and other developmental skills that are going to be needed later in life. Outpatient OTs can also address feeding difficulties in children. Sensory sensitivity could be a primary cause of feeding difficulties, or there could be a muscular component that can decrease the success of feeding in children. Some tools we might use to address feeding during our sessions are this tool, which can be used to decrease the sensitivity around the oral cavity. Other tools we might use are things like this adapted equipment that can allow for increased success in getting the food to the mouth of the child.
Occupational therapists work on lots of school readiness skills with children. They can work on holding a pencil or marker correctly, cutting, or the use of Play-Doh for hand strength. The child can cut the Play-Doh or paper to practice their scissor skills, and they can draw on paper or a whiteboard to practice their hand grip.
Occupational therapists collaborate with parents and other health professionals to meet the needs of children by compensating for barriers that interfere or restrict participation and engagement, educating them on skills and strategies that will extend their therapeutic intervention to all aspects of their lives, adapting activities, materials, and environments so children can participate in all settings and experiences, and recommending adaptive equipment and training in its use. We appreciate your time in listening to this presentation. We would greatly appreciate it if you would complete the survey that is included on this slide and also included in the accompanying email. It's a short 5-question quiz and it would really provide us a lot of great feedback. Thank you.